Hey everyone, it's Rick Soderbeer with Love for a Lifetime. I'm a dating coach, a speaker, a blogger, and co-author of the book Dating Backward. Tonight I'd like to talk about dating tip number 8, and that is no more, one last time. Recently, there's been a country song out that was very popular by the same name, or used that line in the song, and it talked about getting back together with his ex because they're both sitting home on a Friday night and with nothing to do. So what they do is they get back together and they say, "To heck with the feelings and the emotions that we're going to have on Monday." And this is one of the worst things that you can do in a relationship. Once the relationship is over, it should be over. It's statistically, when we leave a bad relationship, the average is that we go back as many as 7 times before we finally break it off. The idea is that each time you break it off, you have to go back through all of the emotions, all of the hurt feelings, all of the bad memories. The reality is that you broke up the first time for some reason. That reason likely has not changed. And to go back just because you feel comfortable, just because you don't have to learn somebody new, you know their ways, it's more than likely going to end badly. And my experience is that each time you go back, there's a shorter window of time that you're together because the things that bothered you the first time will bother you the second time, and they'll start bothering you more quickly the second time. You go back a third time, the same problems are still going to be there. So the reality is that when you end a relationship, end it. Move on. I know it's hard. I've been there. I've done it. I've felt the pain. But the reality is you have to move on. And in one of the ways of doing this is to not take any phone calls, texts, or emails from your partner, your ex-partner. And the reason being is that when they text you, even if you're going to be a smart ass in return and say, "Don't bother me," the minute you reply, the minute you answer the phone, you give them an opportunity to put their foot in the door and increase communication again. And then pretty soon you're talking on a regular basis, and again you're back to that same old routine. So again, stop the communication when the relationship is over. You may not want to delete their phone number from your phone because you'll want to be able to identify it later on when they send you a text. But immediately delete texts, don't answer phone calls, don't answer emails. Don't even bother to open them up and read them. And this is a critical component of moving on, because every time you read an email, every time you read a text, every time you listen to a voicemail, you're going to rekindle emotions that you don't want to have. So tonight, the dating tip is no more, one last time. They almost always, 99.999% of the time, will end badly.